Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, and today we'll be going over chapter 1042, and this is your spoiler warning, so be sure to read the chapter before you come back to this video. Before we get started, I just want to take a moment of silence for this man, who in the next chapter is going to get absolutely bodied, packed up after the events of this recent chapter. Let's all give him a 3-finger pistol salute as he lives his last days on Wano. Before we get started, if you enjoy these discussions and reviews, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for weekly One Piece videos. Right off the bat, I gotta tell y'all, man, I really enjoyed this chapter. And so far, this and chapter 1000 are by far my favorite Wano chapters to date. So we start off with X-Drake stabbing the CP0 agent, who quickly then shaves and hits Drake with a finger pistol, taking him out presumably for good, but he's come back before, so who knows. Now I know I was clowning on the CP0 agent in my last video for not being able to easily beat a weak and battered Izo 2v1 after a full fight with Kaido, and to be honest, I still think that he's overrated if you can't tell, but we'll come back to him later in the chapter. We then see a brief look at the flower capital, and we have the residents making their wishes, and we're thrown right into the action. We pick up where we left off last chapter, and Kaido and Luffy are just boxing at this point, but we do hear something interesting said by Kaido here. In my last video, I talked about the fruit that the Gorosei were talking about, and it was hinted to be Luffy's fruit, and Oda just keeps giving us crumbs, man, with Kaido questioning Luffy's supposed gum devil fruit, saying rubber shouldn't be able to do that. This is as close as you could basically get to confirming that Luffy's fruit is not actually just a plain gum fruit. We can probably make a full analysis video on Luffy's abilities and try to guess if this is some type of mythical devil fruit or something of that nature, but that's a video for another day. So if you guys want that, just let me know down in the comments. We then see 3 new drunk forms of Kaido in this chapter, the first being a flirty drunk, which again is absolutely hilarious considering this man is in the middle of a full-blown fight. But Kaido's trying to clap some cheeks, and he does drop a bomb on Luffy with the words, "You're not the only one who can see the future." Now, if Kaido wasn't OP before, this nigga sure is OP now, with the confirmation that he has all 3 forms of haki in the advanced degree. Now, mind you, he hasn't been using this to its full capacity in all of his previous fights. Now I'm starting to understand why they say in a 1v1 always bet against Kaido, because this man really has it all. He might have the real OP no Mi model mythical boxing, the way he was trashing Luffy this chapter, and we kept getting reminded that Luffy is near his wit's end. Now I was never in the belief that the raid was going to ever fail. I'm not saying I am jumping on that bandwagon, because I still believe that Kaido will be defeated, obviously, but this chapter really portrayed how devastating and how unbeatable Kaido actually is. Now I know Morge is eating right now, and to be honest, if I was him, I would be eating too, but I'm still in the belief that Luffy will defeat Kaido. He will unlock a gear 5th in the next few chapters, or in Awakening, which will actually give him the power up that he needs to actually defeat Kaido. Now, throughout the chapter, we kept getting reminded that Luffy is at his wit's end. When Kaido literally eats him, spits him out, and then hits him with a blast breath, he switches to Bound Man, which is tankier than Snake Man, which means more defense without the lack of mobility that he has in Tank Man, which is just full on defense. Luffy then comes out with a new move, Supreme Kong Gun, which appears to be a Kong gun infused with the new Rio Haki and Conqueror Haki coding Luffy has just mastered. Kaido is knocked out of his dragon form, but basically eats the whole thing and hits him with a Roaring Thunder Bagua. And we learn more about Luffy's Gear 4 ability and how it works. In this move, he hits Luffy so hard that some of the air in Luffy starts seeping out, and he has to force close his mouth, because once all that air comes out, he's knocked out of Gear 4th. This is interesting because it gives us some more insight to their first fight, where Luffy was one-shotted, and even in Whole Cake when Big Mom kicked Luffy out of Gear 4th after their clash. And the last drunk phase we saw from Kaido was Homicidal Drunk phase. We then see them going for another clash with Luffy's Supreme Kong Gun and Kaido's Roaring Thunder Bagua, And out of nowhere, the CP0 agent from earlier grabs onto Luffy's arm, which not only distracts him but allows him to take the full blow from Kaido with no defense. And basically this is a mirror from Oden and Kaido's fight. Kaido is obviously not pleased by this, and I predict that the CP0 agent, like I said, will be rolled up into a pack which we'll all be smoking, and he probably has only a few panels of life left before Kaido takes him out, not only to take out his frustration from this fight, but Oden's fight as well. I predict after this we'll probably get some sort of flashback of Kaido's backstory, or something similar explaining why he wants to die in a glorious victory, as he dwells on two opportunities now, Luffy and Oden, that could have granted him basically his only wish. Overall, this was a great chapter, man, and either way, the next few chapters are sure to be bangers, and we got no break this week, so you know, we're basically just eating all month long. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys today, man. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and always subscribe for weekly One Piece reviews and discussions. I'll try to make this more frequent, and I'd love to hear y'all's thoughts. With that being said, peace.